Hi, and welcome back to another Show on the Buffalo video. So today we are going to be doing a tournament run based on a deck that I'm actively trying to find the perfect 64, and that is the Future Box deck, which I've taken away a bit more of the box element and tried to make it a bit more streamlined to solely focus on beating the best deck of the format, which is currently Charizard, and hence why there's 2 Iron Leaves in the deck. But it's also about sort of rounding up its matches all together. I didn't want to play an overly convoluted version that runs like the Iron Repulsor and a couple of fighting energies, or like the Iron Shreds and some steel energies, because hitting for weakness with the Iron Shreds doesn't really matter too much, because a lot of the times you most certainly need 3 of the Iron Crown EX in play, as well as a Future Booster Capsule to even hit it for weakness anyway. But I suppose it does help you hit the Iron Hands matchup for weakness as well. We're running 3 of the Miraidon, 4 of the Iron Crown obviously, 1 Mew just to help with a little bit of draw support between emptying our hand out with the X amount of items that are in the deck. I've settled at 13 when it comes to energy count, so that's 5 grass, 2 psychic and 3 lightning, with the most important energy in this deck in my opinion, which is actually the gift energy, which stops you from getting Ionoed into oblivion at the end of the towards the end of the game. Helps make sure that your opponent needs both Prime Catcher and Iono to be able to not trigger your gift energy. So there is that basically. You also stick it on the Virizion, the Iron Leaves, because the Iron Leaves, if the gift energy is already in play, if your opponent's been trying to boss around it, especially in the Charizard matchup, then the Virizion can then take the gift energy, and they're obviously forced to deal the Virizion because it is obviously killing all their Pokemon for what it's worth. So there's that. There's that element to it, which is what makes it so ridiculously good. So we're going to the trainers, and we have a triple Future Booster Capsule, a single copy of Switch Cart, which I'm toying with sticking up to 2 triple Boss's Orders, a single Ultra Ball, again, can just help get the Iron Leaves when you need it, the Mew. That's all you really use it for. Again, you can potentially use it to empty your hand down to draw with the Mew EX, so there's that. A single copy of Heavy Ball, small enough. You don't play a lot of Pokemon, but you do aim to take prizes pretty quick with this deck. It is an aggressive deck, realistically. That being said, we do need the singular Super Rod to ensure that we stay on track with recurring resources, acquiring some of those back into the deck. Triple Iono, obviously probably one of the best supporters of the format, if not the best. Triple EXP share, which helps a lot in, again, the Charizard matchup, and you can potentially stick it on a Mew so that it keeps obviously charging up over time, and then you can use Genome Hacking to copy various attacks. There's Radiant Greninja's attack, there is Giratina's Lost Impact attack, there is Charizard's Burning Darkness attack. All these attacks are really good to copy with Genome Hacking. It's the only card actually that I'm contemplating putting up to 4 in the deck, but I would rather, if I can possibly find it, just run a singular copy of Heavy Baton. Again, I'm still toying with the perfect 60 list. And the only thing that I would cut from this list actually is the single copy of Countercatcher, because there are so many mill decks running about the format that this is essentially making my deck a 59 card deck with a useless card in it. Now, as for other supporters, I'm running 2 Professor's Research and a singular copy of Judge. Now, Judge is one of those things that if you're keeping track of the game and you know how far your opponent's putting things to the bottom of the deck and things like that, sometimes you don't want to just Iono their hands to the bottom of the deck. Sometimes you just want it shuffled in and draw 4. It's obviously really good going first, going second technically if you manage to pull it off with a swift peak acceleration from Miraidon. Just helps you get set up yourself, because obviously it charged energies to your board, and then on top of that, you've obviously just judged your opponent to 4, which for a lot of decks is really hard to deal with at the moment. And then obviously, it goes without saying, 4 Arven in a deck where there's that many tools, and it helps you grab your either your prime catcher or your like if you prize something necessary, your Sealing Heavy Ball. Your usual target for this is of course Techno Radar. So obviously grabbing Future Booster and Techno Radar, or EXP and Techno Radar, usually is like setting up your board like pretty efficiently and pretty quickly. Running 2 Nest Balls just because obviously once Techno Radars are gone, if you've super added Miraidon or Iron Crowns back into the deck and you want them back on the bench, there does need to be some additional Pokemon search, and I settled on the 2 Nest Ball and 1 Ultra Ball, again solely for the discarding your hand further down to draw into, like, let's say a necessary boss, or to try and draw into a Pokegear, which might find you either an Arven, which would get you Prime Catcher, or indeed the boss. That's sort of like the general idea that I'm going for with the 2 Pokegears, that it gives me multiple options throughout the game as well. A single copy of Town Store, there's another card I'd like it too, but beggars can't be choosers. And again, if you're willing to try this deck, the only card I'd consider cutting at the moment is the Counter Catcher, and I would consider cutting it for either another Super Rod or a 4th EXP share. That's about it realistically, maybe even a second Judge, just so you've got more potential for disruption, as it were. So that's all for the deck profile anyway, and we'll get into some of the tournament games. So we didn't get to record round 1 because of the fact that our opponent did not turn up for the tournament, so we'll be recording this from round 2 onwards. I think there'll be 4 rounds, so 3 videos to be uploaded. My opponents I haven't actually checked to see what he's running yet. He's playing Charizard Pidgeot. So interesting. It's got Mulligan. And would not seem like my opponent's got a good hand, but we shall see. Started with Bidoof, so it's not the end of the world, I suppose. We are going to get rid of this because I would prefer to have. I'm not even sure I need this Iron Crown, you know, because I've already got one in play, and I've always got. Well, we'll see what happens. The deck's got plenty of juice to go off anyway. And I will end up putting an energy here, just because. I know these decks tend to open up with Arven every time. Like, it is a well-known fact that Charizard always has it, and there we go, there's the Arven. As long as I can potentially chase the Pidgey, if he only ends up with 1. I'll be chasing whatever he only has 1 of, basically. Would be the case. Either the Bidoof or the Pidgey. There's his Pidgey down. He got Forest Sealstone, but he didn't. Well, actually, do you know what? I may as well, as he only got 1 Charmander, just go for the Charmander, I suppose. Just make a lot more sense. see where we go from here. Just get all my... Do you know what? I'm not even immediately threatened, so do I just go like this? And I've still got the future booster in hand, so I can get double prizes off the Iron Hands next turn potentially. Depends on what he leaves in the active, of course. If we top deck Arvin, we'll be going for 3 prizes. Misfortune Sisters, this must be the strangest. Just the poker gear gone. Not a problem. Seems like be a fun card to play against Lost Box, the Misfortune Sisters. Now, time to get Mew. That's what the nest balls are for. Before I play that down, I'm going to see what we've got in the prizes. I can't go amiss with another Iron Crown, but I might just potentially want another Maraudon into play. We'll go for the Iron Crown. Stick this here and see if we can get an Arvin. Oh, my bro's gonna be so mad if my... I can't remember if my Prime Catcher was prized or not, but oh, my dude is gonna be so mad. We're going to stick this here, and we'll just take this knockout. Get some more lightning and some more grass energy into play. Sorry. Gift energy. I can't pretend. I forgot to mention, by the way, this tournament is 30 minutes, best of 1, and I can't see my opponent winning this because I'm about to go down to 2 prizes with Thank You Very Much. I mean, these things are absolutely fine. My deck does play Switch Cart, and I do have access to the other Future Booster Capsule, so I thought he had the Forest Seal still. Oh yeah. So we can do this for a treat if we wanted to. Draw 1 extra card first to dig 8 cards into the deck with Poker Gear. Got the boss anyway, never mind, eh? This is just cruel, realistically. There's no other way of putting that. If my opponent IOs me, gets me closer to the Arvin, which gets me closer to the future booster capsule. If it doesn't IONO me, I've got the ability to attempt to play my hand down on Poker Gear, I suppose. I don't know what my opponent does at this rate, like at this point. I've also got 2 other bosses left in the deck. So, oh no, 1 other boss left in the deck. So I don't, yeah, he grabs that and he attacks with it, maybe. But outside of that, I don't know what else he can really do. Like, you can't really hide behind that. This game is essentially over. No Charizards equals no win. That would be the case, I suppose. But he probably grab a fire engine. No? Okay, so he grabs another boss. Hoping for ye old stall. I've still got another turn to work with because, well, never mind, Arvin, switch cart. This. Just show my head both. And that was a very, very swift faster one. To be fair, I don't think I could have played that faster, but it did seem like my opponent didn't really open up well. Although he opened up Arvin, but didn't really go that well for him. So that is all for round 1. Right, so we're about to go into round 3. Whenever my opponent accepts the match invite. Taking his sweet time. Make mine a megabyte. Haven't even checked to see what my opponent's up against, so we should probably do that. Oh, it's Lugia, yeah. Lugia, let's see how this goes. Opponent's won the coin flip again. Opponent will go first. Let's see. Oh. So that's with Machino. I've got a decent hand to be fair, but I would have preferred get heads. Oh. Yes, I would have preferred, what was I going to say, to have a better supporter, maybe even a judge or something that I have a one of. It's great how they open up like double capturing armor. Does he have the ult to get rid of it? No, it does not. Well, here's our ult to get rid of one. I mean, that just doesn't seem like the right way to go about things, to be honest, but like, whatever it is. It's got one Archeops. I'm not wasting the Prime Catcher. Definitely not. I don't mind it because he's only I don't mind getting Iron on here because he's only drawing one off it anyway. So it's just doesn't really matter. And doesn't have another Minccino in play, so I can power up the Iron Hands effectively. The only thing is, I don't really have access to much else, annoyingly. So, can't get Mew. Didn't get a... did not acquire much else. So it's always best to keep these in play. This is less good to have in deck, so I suppose we're just going for peak acceleration for knockout and charge double energy onto the okay, so we're missing a lot of lightning energies. We've got a lot of lightning energy prize, that's fun. Draws one. That's 9 crown. So I know we only play like 4 lightning energy, but prizing 3 and then not picking one up off the prizes there, like that's pretty savage, to be honest. I am not particularly fond of that. So, opponent must have a DC or a switch out in hand. I suppose if he's gonna... Ah, brilliant. Getting rid of the collapse though, that's nice, but he does have double archetype, so that's quite annoying. It doesn't appear to be the end of the world, but we'll see what happens. I have not set up enough for this. But having got the XP share preemptively was actually quite good, because obviously my EXP share on my Iron Hands is going to trigger right now. It's hitting 140 with this on the bench, so I'm taking 3 prizes off this either way. What does Mist doesn't protect from? Prevent off. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't affect Lugia V-Star the anti very much. So it's the mist energy is irrelevant, effectively. And that was another reason to get the XP share early as well. So I can stick it on this Iron Crown. We do need to find out, yes, if we're getting through the deck, and we'll stick it up there, and we'll just research. Now's the time when we could have done with essentially another I'm just thinking what to do here. And I think this is the play, because it's going to allow me to find you to keep up my draw support. And I'm going to keep that lightning because this is going to trigger getting me a lightning. Getting me a grass energy, sorry. So the in hand I have the exact cards I need to basically clap at Lugia on the bench. So I'll go like that. Only got, so these two prizes are 2 lightning energy. Like, that is absolute sag, to be fair. I can't remember what the Cinchino does off the top of my head, but I do remember shuffling it to the bottom of my opponent's deck. And he has gone through 2 Ultra Balls, 2 Captain Arena, Great Balls, so including his prizes, my opponent's potential amount of Pokemon search is quite low. That seemed like a very inefficient card to play there. I'm not sure what the rest of his hand is, but that to me just didn't seem like the one at all. Well, I mean, there's not much more to say about that. You can literally just blow this thing away. 440 damage. Seems good. And that is another tournament match finished with. Best of 1 format's going extremely fast. So that's all I've got to say about that, really. So we are going into round 4. And I finally get to choose the coin flip, whether I'm going to win it or not is a different story. No, my coin betrays me. So much for a lucky Tapu Lele coin, eh? And we are against, my opponent will go first, that's good. We are against some Arceus, Alolan Vulpix thing. That's all I've got to say about that. We have like quite a good hand, to be honest, if I do say so myself. We have plenty of attackers, plenty of good attackers. We'll be Techno Radaring away the boss, I'm pretty certain. Oh, that top deck of research just makes the whole thing so much more fabulous, to be honest. So we go with these 2, and we'll check what we have access to. For some reason can't scroll properly. So 2 on current deck, on hand. We have the Mew, so we can nest ball for that. Prized an EXP share. I don't think we've prized any energy, if I'm honest, but we'll see about that. So we want to be going here, here, go for the Mew. And I'm not gonna waste any more time with that. I think the best thing to do here would to be power up the other Miraidon, pretty certain, but we could also potentially just go for the... Oh, do you know what? I've just realised. Okay. That we didn't have a Future Booster Capsule. So I think to get this attack off, the best thing to do would be just to go and attack into this Arceus. Not the easiest decision, and not the highest amount that I'm hitting for either, particularly. That being said, we do obviously play the one of switch cart. So if he manages to find boss, switch, and DC to attack with, obviously he needs the actual Arceus V-Star before all that. So yeah, that was an obvious play. So I'd like to think we're in a pretty commanding position, all things considered. I'm just gonna have for the switch cart on the Future Booster, because we have the Lost Vacuum in hand, so we can always Lost Vacuum this out of the way. And now is going to be the time when I just get some more energy into play, I think. I don't particularly want to go in too hard. I might just power up the other Miraidon here, actually. This Future Booster on here was just to ensure the extra 20, so that we're good to go basically with if we wanted to use it, which actually I think we're gonna one of the Iron Crowns, because that'll allow me to put damage on the Bent Star Arceus. Well, actually no, it won't, because it's got Mist Energy on, but it's not the end of the world. So here you'll probably grab, if he plays it, let's have a look, the Professor Taro, yeah. So he needs to V-Star for energy attachment. It does mean that my XP share is going off, thankfully. And we do have the, I am pretty certain we've got the OKO on this. Now, we're going to promote Mew, because with any luck, well, it's got free retreat for a start off. We're going to get some damage on this on the Vulpix, so that's going there. I'm trying to figure out what Vulpix's V-Star does. I can't remember for the life of me. I think I'm gonna get rid of this so that I'm doing, well, I can't hit for 280 anyway, I suppose. So we'll get the other HP share, stick it on here. I don't really want to boss this turn. I mean, I don't really want to research this turn. I want to boss realistically, but I don't know if I can or not. I think I should have saved Town Store realistically, but we're gonna go like this. Get rid of that Town Store so he can't use it. Go here. Yes. Take grass. This grass. Come here. This grass. Done. Mew for 3. Can we get boss? Seems good. That's only ever hit for 200, so I'm not fussed about that. This is going to be one of those attrition-based matchups, I can tell. with this, with the scenarios and whatnot, it's just going to be irritating. So, finds himself another Vulpix, I would imagine. Or not. Not sure what's going on there. But this turn we're going to... Okay, right. Things just got interesting. Maximum belt indeed. It's a good thing I play two lost vacuums. Because I kind of have to get one now. And we top deck it, so even better. Get rid of that thing. Put this on here. And we definitely want to Ionian him, obviously. We'll do this. Get rid of this Arven. We'll get the Iron Leaves anyway, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. And spin with this, make him go down to 2. And then we're going to Iono again next turn. And we'll keep some more feats into play. Get these here and here. This is quite an odd match. Okay. That's fair. But he does put himself to 1 doing that, so... just trying to think. Doing 120, 140, 160, 180, which is enough to go on that. And this is when I know my opponents have 1, take 3 prizes. I'm not exactly entirely sure what my opponent could do here. So that's last crown. Let's see what he gets. And I'm hitting for how much? So we're both at 1 prize, so that doesn't have any value. much does hitting for? Not enough, unfortunately. Do need to find out though if my last Future Booster capsule is in the deck. Which it is, because I can essentially take this knockout. It's just finding what the right things to discard are. I think it's that and that. Nothing. We go XP share here. This. I suppose this also helps me not have make sure that I don't automatically lose on the spot as well. He would need literally, well, another maximum belt, but obviously that's now in the loss zone. Oh, and I probably just gave him the boss actually doing that. Judge should have left his hand alone, considering how hard it was for me to try and find that. That'll be a misplay of the century. But yeah, of course, third boss when he's got 33 cards left in deck. So lose round 4, and oh, why am I doing that? Go away. We'll be back for round 5, I suppose. So time for the 5th round, and we are against a Charizard deck. What's new there? It's not a bad opening hand. Could be worse. See what I draw for turn anyway. Oh, so yeah, very good opening. And realistically, get rid of this. And then we'll see what we heavy ball first. There we go. That's fine. So ideally, go like this. No need to draw any cards just yet. We're gonna have to discard the Iron Leaves to get more draw off you next turn. Not the end of the world. My opponent not opting for a Pidgey, it would seem. And my opponent not opting for the evolution. I'm not sure what's going on here. But it's what it is, I suppose. Gonna have to discard the Future Booster. Absolutely fussed. This is gonna go there. These are gonna go for probably Iron Hands and yeah, just Iron Hands, yeah. See if we can draw anything good. Off restart. Arvin is good. At least we get an EXP share into play. So we get that first. And I think going for the prime catcher on the Bidoof isn't actually that bad. All things considered. Yeah. So put this here. And we'll surely just take out this Bidoof. And we're gonna peak acceleration for 80 and charge one grass the riding, making it a target, and then this is something else, possibly here. It gives me auto response with the Iron Leaves, which I didn't actually check to see if the other one was in deck. But there's plenty of things to do that we could top deck here anyway. I'll probably go for the Pidgey now, or assume, or the other Bidoof. Just the Bidoof. Okay. But this is the thing about running off 2 cards in hand. I mean, by all means, he could. Yeah, I didn't think he'd boss here. Okay. Well, there's that, I suppose. It does knock out my my Iron Hands, if that's not what he's going to go for, apparently, so okay. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, if I'm quite honest. That's what it is. I mean, he had the KO. We're going to have to get rid of this Lost Vacuum here, keep the boss. I don't mind an Iron Crown going to the bottom of the deck, if so be it. I could have just grabbed nothing, I suppose, and drew an extra one with Mew. Take the gift, take the grass, take this grass, keep that one there, draw one off the Mew. And just absolutely it's Zero's Charizard, apparently. Realistically, I probably should have kept the Lost Vacuum just to get rid of the Forest Seal Stone that's on the Rotom. That being said, I do have access to another one. And naturally he has the second Orphan or second Rare Candy Charizard. Naturally, when do they not? And he had the Arvin. So we've still got the Prime Catcher. But in the grandest, schemiest of schemes, doesn't seem smart too much. So we added Ultra Ball and nothing else. So surely, I don't get it. Advance the Mew. we shall... Oh, that was close. Not do that. So we need to Alvin for Super Rod, XP share. And this should somewhat just secure us the victory right now. Although I was meant to boss... Oh, no, it's okay. I just remembered I'd taken the Iron Bundle out of this deck and it needs to go back in. Iron Bundle is too good not to have. Yeah, I certainly needed the Iron Bundle here. So that goes on that. That goes on that. But he's got no other Charmander in play at the moment anyway. So it's not the end of the world. And if he bosses me, he gets Iono to 1. I don't know if I want to put that down. I'm not going to put that down. I just peak acceleration for could have done 120 and then done more damage, I suppose. Let's just get all the grass into play. Because I've got 2 XP shares anyway. Which is the reason behind that. Although I probably should have potentially put the lightning. Does he have the Raging? Does he have it ready to go? With the fire energy on it. Time capture. Does he really have everything? Does he have the lightning energy? I mean the fire energy? This could really backfire on my opponent. Because if I find the leaves now, and obviously because I'm iron and my opponent's 1, and I managed to lost vacuum him as well. So, first things first, it might be better just to try and find an Arvin actually. Or a Professor's Research is the best thing. Failing that, we could just get this to the bottom of the deck. Well, I don't know. No point on the energy attachment there. There's the... here's upcoming draw 3. And I can also get rid of the... that. So there's this. And then we hope to draw Iron Leaves, or let's see. Both Iron Leaves on the deck. 2 Techno Radar on the deck. So we'll see what happens. This is the time where I'm thinking to myself, it's now time to start playing Energy Switch, but never punish, so yes. My opponent would literally have to top deck like his the barrel like right this second. And I've used my, I'm pretty certain my, why didn't he, has he literally just got the grass in hand? Out of a 27 card deck and it's gone through 4 of his energy. That's amazing. Charizard really do always have it, don't they? Okay, well, there was no I couldn't have played that any better if I wanted to, but obviously my opponent must be a leprechaun to have some sort of luck like that. But it was a fun tournament, to be fair. Went 3-2, so not great. But I'm going to be doing more and more tournaments and more competitive tournaments as we go along. So that's sort of like the idea behind this. This was just like getting myself back into it, because I've been playing tournaments IRL for a while, but I really just haven't been practicing enough and keeping up with it. It's just busy family life as it is, sort of thing. But thank you all for watching anyway. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll be coming to the next tournament the video for the next tournament I play in, that I put together and things like that. And I will catch you very, very soon. Have a good day and peace out, guys.